Yo, 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 what's going on out there, fight? Well, it's your boy Money back with another one, fam. And this one here is on Errol the True Spence Jr., the king of the welterweight division, the WBC, the IBF, and the Super WBA Unified World Champion. Top three on everybody pound for pound list, and most definitely undefeated. One of the top hottest stars in the game today. And then we got the very colorful analyst, Stephen A. Smith, who interviewed EJ with Turnsburg Crawford the other day on ESPN Take. And Stephen A. Smith tried to really throw some shots at EJ, man. Yeah, he tried, bro. What I want EJ to do, I want EJ to fire back at Stephen A. Smith as, you understand? I want him to fire back and let him know, man, look here. Don't you ever in your life disrespect me, man. Don't ever in your life try to come on air and try to make it look like that I'm a duck and that I didn't want to fight. Asking all these silly questions, talking about, hey, Earl, when is the fight? Why did it take so damn long and all this? And Errol Spence told him, look, man, all good things, take time, bro. You know what I'm saying? All good things take time. Matter of fact, we're going to listen to it and I'm going to get back to y'all. Listen to this, y'all.
Errol, let's start with you here. I mean, what the hell took this fight so long to happen? We've been waiting years for this. How excited are you about it, and why did it take so long, Errol?
I mean, great things take time. I mean, we both was going through, negotiations and things, but we here now. So all this stuff in the past, just the present, we here, we fighting each other. May the best man win. I feel like this is the best fight, welterweight fight of the last probably 40 years. This is the fight of the decade. The best versus the best.
Terrence, he just finished saying that he wanted to be a man of his word, that he promised you before he moved on from the welterweight division, if that were to ever occur, that he was going to get those 3 belts and come and then take yours. First, how
I
do
ain't
you
promised
feel?
him. I promised the fans. I promised the fans.
My bad. You promised the fans. I'll throw this question out to both y'all, and Errol, I'll ask you first. We talk about the welterweight division here. You talked about, Errol, you just said something, Errol, a few minutes ago when you talked about this being maybe the greatest fight in the welterweight division in the last 40 years or something. Well, let me remind you of some of those fights. We got Sugar Ray Leonard versus Tommy the Hitman Hearns. We had Hearns versus Roberto Duran. We had somebody, even though Pepino Cuevas ain't on that level, he was still good and he was a champion until Hearns put him to sleep in 2 rounds. We saw Alexis Arguello versus Aaron Pryor. We've seen a whole bunch of great welterweight fights.
And this fight up there with all of them.
Definitely.
When people talk about this fight, they're going to say Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns. They're going to say Alexis Arguello, all that. This fight up there with all of them.
Where I was going was, it is right now on paper. But when you get in that ring, 2 undefeated fighters that's capable of knocking you out are going up against one another. So give us a taste of what we should expect to see July 29th based on the history that I just threw your way.
So I can see, man, Stephen A. Smith asking dumbass questions because if you know Errol Spence and Turnsburg Crawford, you know what this fight gonna look like. You don't need to run down a history of fights at the, welterweight division that shows that this fight going to be great like those fights. We know what these dudes is and what they capable of and what they made of, right? And then Stephen A. Smith, he asked Terrence Crawford a question. Terrence Crawford, we know you've been on this fight. You've been waiting so long. How frustrated was it you waiting on this fight when you don't even know the ins and the outs? You don't even talk about the last negotiations. You talking about oh, man, we've been waiting 3 years. This fight wasn't even realistic in 3 years, man. Like I said, I'll get on the mic with anybody and break down why this fight wasn't realistic in 3 years. And then let's see if they keep it real. You understand? Let's see if they keep it real at the end of the day. You feel me? The fight is here now. Talk about the fight. Talk about how great it's going to be. Like I say, I have a little problem with Max Kellerman and a little shit that he was saying, last time when he was kissing ass to Mike Carpenter, kind of trying to shit on Al Heyman and things of that nature about this fight. But I rather Max Kellerman would have been a mediator because he know more boxing than fucking Stephen A. Smith, and he know the magnitude of this fight. And he been saying this is the fight for the longest. You know that one fight. You know the guys that you say that is the it factor. So I would have hoped Max Kellerman would have been up there instead of Stephen A. Smith. But like I said, I don't know if Max Kellerman is still with ESPN or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's still rocking out with these dudes or he doing his own thing elsewhere with another with another network. But when it come down to Stephen A. Smith, he tried EJ, bro. He tried him. In the beginning, what took this fight so damn long to happen? Ain't nothing taking so damn long to happen. Nothing. You feel me? If you are a boxing head, right? Or a boxing analyst or a hardcore boxing fan, somebody that love the sport of boxing, then you'll have a clue of what took this fight so long and why it's happening now. And not only that it's happening now, this is the best time for it to happen. You understand what I'm saying? This is the best time for Errol Spence and Terrence Boyd Crawford to fight. Undisputed, both of their names bigger, everything's on the line, the money bigger, right? Come on now, be realistic. Let's be realistic. You dig? At the end of the day, man, I don't want to go down memory lane. That's what I'm saying. We can't be talking about memory lane on ESPN First Take. We have to be talking about the now and the tomorrow. The now and the tomorrow. Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, they hashed that out in the first press conference. Once they get to that first press conference, things will hit the fan. Oh, yeah, a lot of shit go hit the fan. Like Bud running out the back door. Earl ain't gonna let that go away if they bring up some other shit and try to be, slick with the situation, acting as if Al Heyman and the PBC was trying to rip him off and shit like that. You feel me? But at the end of the day, it come down to Stephen A. Smith being more knowledgeable. He's professional. I give him that. He do great at what he do. But you got to be more knowledgeable when you step up to the plate and you dealing with certain things, bro. At the end of the day, do a little bit more research on Errol Spence and Terrence Boyd Crawford, and then you'll know. And don't kiss Terrence Boyd Crawford ass because he's an ESPN guy. You feel me? He has a better relationship with ESPN than Errol Spence do. So when you go over there, y'all go show him a little bit more love, which is okay to me, right? I'm all right with the favoritism, but when you start talking about the things that happen with the negotiation in this fight, I expect you to speak the truth to the people. If y'all got Terrence Boyd Crawford winning, kudos. ESPN Ring Magazine put him where they want to put him, right? He the fighter of the year on ESPN, things of that nature. So Bud has more history with ESPN, where Errol Spence being the Showtime and the PBC guy, and it's all right. You know what I'm saying? It's only right, because if Earl was over on a Showtime situation or the PBC situation, he'd get more love to Terrence Boyd Crawford. So I'm not mad at that part. I'm just mad at when you start talking about the facts. If you want to try to speak the facts, have the knowledge right to speak the facts. And don't go saying things like, oh, Terrence Boyd Crawford, how frustrating was it? You want this fight for years now, and it's not happening, but now it's finally happened. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You don't have to say that. You don't have to say that at all. Ask Terrence Boyd Crawford, how do we feel to have the opportunity to be undisputed 2 times in a 4-belt era at the welterweight division? Like, ask some real questions, bro. Ask some real questions. How does it feel going up against Errol Spence, another undefeated champion? He holds 3 scraps, right? You know what I mean? Ask some real questions. Stop trying to be messy all the time, Stephen A., because that's all you do is be messy. You feel me? But when you try EJ, he check your ass. And I want him to come out and explain, like, yeah, he tried me, right? He tried to throw some little shots like I wasn't comprehending, like the people weren't comprehending. But we caught on to that shit. You know what I'm saying? We caught on to that shit easy, bro. So at the end of the day, Stephen A., man, get your facts together when you're trying to go up there and speak facts, bro. You know what I mean? You got to keep it true. You got to keep it real, bro. If you're a Terrence Boyd Crawford fan, kudos. Be a Terrence Boyd Crawford fan. I think you probably got Bud winning this fight anyway, the way you be talking, right? I remember you and Teddy Atlas going back and forth over the boxing shit, and Teddy had to check you, and he was on some bullshit. But at the end of the day, man, when it come down to the situation, y'all, we have the fight. Let's focus on the fight. Let's focus on building this fight up the right way and giving the people the right information instead of trying to feed them bullshit. Like I said, at the first press conference, or 2, the 3rd, whatever press conference we get, Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, they're going to hash that out. They most definitely go hash that out. But the first time you get them up on the scene, talk about the fight getting made, talk about both of them boys having a heart and going up there giving us something great for the sport of boxing. This fit to be history in the making. You know what I mean? So be real about the situation and not fake, bro. At the end of the day, EJ put Stephen A. Smith ass in his place. I like it. And EJ don't back down from nothing. He don't back down from nothing. You feel me? At the end of the day, next time y'all get Errol Spence or any type of fighter on ESPN First Take, make sure Stephen A. is well equipped or have somebody up there that know what they talking about. Straight up, man. Good luck, EJ, man. Let's go out there and make these boys believers. Let's go take that scrap, become undisputed, and move on to bigger and better things. Straight like that, champ.